afraid of the dark.
It was long ago in a small village where everyone knew each other. It was midnight. A guy was walking along the shore of the lake when he heard a splash in the water and a beautiful melodic singing. It was a young, beautiful girl. The guy approached the lake and started talking to her. "Are you trying to get sick? Get out of the water." The girl turned silently and looked at him. "Who are you? What's your name?" "I haven't seen you here before." "Angela," the girl replied. "I'm a mermaid." And then she mysteriously smiled. "My name is Alex. Can you come out of the water?" "Actually, we're not allowed to do that. I could be severely punished." "I would really like to take a walk with you and talk." "Is that a problem?" The girl replied, laughing. "Walk along the shore, and I'll swim not far from you." And so they talked all night long. When the first roosters crowed, the girl suddenly became nervous and said it was time for her to leave. The guy asked if they could meet again. The girl nodded in agreement and disappeared underwater. The next night, the guy stood on the shore again, waiting for the arrival of the same girl. The story repeated itself. On the following night, when they met again, they had an interesting conversation. Angela said she was allowed to come out of the water, but not for long. The guy was very happy. As they walked along the shore holding hands, she handed him a locket and said it was a gift. The guy held it tightly, then put it around his neck. As dawn approached and the first roosters crowed, the girl bid farewell to the guy again, this time kissing him, and dove into the water. After a while, Angela cautiously peeked her head out of the water to see if the guy had left. Once she was sure he wasn't nearby, she emerged from the water, approached the rocks, retrieved her outer clothing, and on her way back home to her grandmother, she thought, "How lucky I am that my parents sent me to spend the summer with Grandma. I haven't seen her since I was born. It's so fortunate that my sisters called me home, and I didn't want to go, so I stayed in the water. How lucky I am that I decided to play a trick on that guy walking along the shore, telling him I'm a mermaid. I think I've fallen in love with him." Arriving home, Grandma was already awake and asked where she had been all night. Angela left home when her grandmother went to bed and returned before she woke up. And where did the locket with her photo go? The girl decided to share her joy about her new lover and told her the whole story. Grandma asked who this guy was, asked her to tell his name and describe his appearance, as everyone in the village knew each other. The girl described him, but her grandmother's words shocked her. "You know, dear, I wouldn't meet with him anymore. I wouldn't at all. He disappeared without a trace a year ago." The granddaughter didn't believe her grandmother and ran around the village asking about the guy. Panic erupted in the village and everyone went to the lake. They searched for traces of the guy for a long time, but to no avail. Suddenly, some old lady asked, "Where were you swimming when you first saw this guy?" The girl pointed to a very inconspicuous spot near the rocks. Suddenly, a skeleton with the remains of a body and clothes emerged from the water, and hanging around the skeleton's neck was Angela's locket.